question number 45 of the PhilNITS FE morning portion of the exam. In this question, we are being asked, which of the following is the most appropriate description concerning an interview conducted by a system auditor? Alright, I was able to arrive with the correct answer, which is letter D. And I think that when I was answering this question, somehow I was able to understand enough to know that the system auditor should obtain documents and records that support the information coming from the audited department during the interview. We know that a system auditor is there to provide us with an analysis or some kind of report based on the findings in a company with regard to the business, which means definitely something about the income, the money that comes into the company, and also the expenses that the company has. And we know that we need an auditor because at times you get this company where many people own stocks, where there are many shareholders, and if no one's auditing the company, they are submitting reports based on their own findings without anyone checking their reports, then that part could be one of those shady areas, one of those things where people would cheat. That's why we would need an auditor. And in this case, if we read the statements from among the choices, for instance, letter A, the administrator of the audited department who has experience in auditing tasks is selected as the interviewee. I think that the interviewee would definitely be from the department, but not necessarily the person who has experience in auditing tasks. Okay. Now, if you look at letter B, the entire interview is conducted by one system auditor, as discrepancies may occur in the record if multiple auditors are involved. Now, this one, we know that we need system auditors because we would need to do this check and seeing whether the accounting is correct or not. So having only one system auditor, because there might be discrepancies, I think is contrary to what we are doing. Now for letter C, the system auditor instructs the audited department to take improvement measures for deficiencies found during the interview. I think when I was reading this, I was thinking that the system auditor would be giving instructions, would be giving improvement measures with regard to the audited department. Now, I think I remember when I was reading this, I thought that they should do the the improvements right there and there. But when we read this again, it seems that it's kind of okay, but maybe the system auditor really is supposed to give a report regarding the accounting, regarding the department, and improvements, whatever is necessary to meet the requirements of the auditor. I think that should be the decision of the department, and the auditor is not supposed to order them to do this and do that. Although maybe the auditor could provide some examples or some recommendations. But in the end, the audited department will be in charge for the task and deciding whether to do a particular measure or not. Now, if we go back to letter A, I think that if we read this again, the administrator of the audited department who has experience in auditing tasks is selected as the interviewee. Okay. I think it was really this part, experience in auditing tasks. Maybe the statement attempts to get us confused in that the audited department is not the one who is auditing tasks, because we have a system auditor who is supposed to do that, and the department at hand may not necessarily have an auditor within the department. So I think that because of that kind of winding sort of thinking to arrive with this as the answer, it really would be letter D in terms of if you read the statement, it's a lot clearer and we don't have to do any of those winding type of going around the words here to get to the explanation necessary to choose this as the correct answer. So in the end, it is letter D, which is the correct answer.